think of today as kind of like a buffet. I'm going to share with you a buffet of a ton of information. You pick and choose the stuff you want. Don't get overwhelmed. Maybe take one, two, three things and walk away with it and apply it. That's the objective today. So the way I just think of AI is like there's so much stuff going on. Everyone's releasing stuff. And do y'all remember like when the smartphone came out, let's say the iPhone, right? And all these apps came on the scene. And a lot of them did similar things. Maybe they're different in their own way, but like there were 15 flashlight apps. Anyone ever have the flashlight app? Then right, and then that just became a part of the phone. The point here is I feel that way now with AI. There's all these competing companies, and they do some things, they have some differences, and I think just getting started is step one, and then going deeper and leveraging different platforms for different reasons is fantastic. So whether you're using ChatGPT, which seemed to be the first one to the market, and they just grabbed a ton of market share of people using it and getting comfortable with it. Or you're using Grok, which is neat, and Grok is owned through X and Elon. And one thing that I do like about Grok that's kind of cool is you can tap into all of the X, aka formerly known as Twitter, content and leverage that. And you could, in a creative way, you could use it to see like what's trending in that social media space or in the real estate space, and look at trends based off of what's going on X through Grok, because you can leverage that data. Perplexity is another really, really good one, advanced one that's worth checking out. Or Claude, which Ben and I have been diving deep into lately. We really like Claude. We'll be sharing with you some information here a little bit on how you can upload data and say, for example, real estate data, past sales, and you can run your own market reports, whether it's a 100-home neighborhood or the entire MLS. But be careful downloading the entire MLS, because I did that, and I just got an email from them saying that I can't do that. I downloaded over 100,000 records apparently, but I created kind of my own MLS within Claude, and I can literally type in any neighborhood and have it pull stats on the fly on me. It's like a living, breathing database. And I think that's one thing we think about too, is right as we apply and upload data into these systems, they're living, breathing systems that you can come back to and use, right? And we'll talk more about the market stat stuff here soon, but I think it's pretty cool once you input all the data and what you can do with it. Okay, guys, I'm pretty casual, by the way. So if you have any questions or want to yell at me or say something, please do. DeepSeek, right, came on, what was it, like a month ago? It like came out of nowhere and is beaten, just scared the shit out of everyone, affected the markets. Exactly, 100%. Yeah. So China's making moves, right? And they've got DeepSeek, and so there's a lot of competing platforms out there. All right. So I was thinking about this. How have I been using AI lately? And I thought it was kind of fun. So guys, you ever do this? This has actually been around for quite a few years now. But I had AI book a reservation for me. So my wife and I, we did date night. And the night before, she had asked me, she said, "Did you book a reservation?" I was like, "Oh shit, no, I didn't." And so I looked up the restaurant. It's a kind of a small little, great, classy, hole in the wall. Those words don't go together, but a sushi restaurant. And we tried to book a reservation, but they don't take reservations. There wasn't anything online. There was no open table or anything like that. When I typed it in on Google, though, it had a little box right here, reserve a table. Okay. And I was like, oh, okay, reserve a table. Let's see what this is. And it said, hey, what date, what time do you want? If that time's not available, what's the range you're willing to work with? And I was like, all right, plug this in. And fast forward, it actually used AI to make a phone call, called the restaurant, pretended, I guess, to be me, and booked a reservation over the phone. They took the reservation, came back to me and said, your reservation is booked. So pretty cool. And I guess I looked it up. I was very excited about that. This stuff's been around with Google for years, but that was fun. Ben and I, like I said, we help a lot of real estate agents with their marketing. And one of those things that we help with is we help them and show them how to run targeted social media ads. And whether it's just improving ad copy, right? We can quickly take what we think we want and we can rewrite it and have it make it better for us, or just organic social media content, right? Have it do the work for us. And it's going to perfect it as we fine tune these systems and make them better. Uploading data, uploading spreadsheets. I'm doing this all the time. I was working with a real estate agent recently. She had about a $5 million listing, and where it was located, she believes that it's going to attract a buyer from another market. And Ben and I, we've got access to a list of real estate agents in just about any market across the United States. So got our hands on some other spreadsheets that we believe might be some feeder markets for this property. And one thing you have to do when you're taking data and leveraging it and running ads to people. You can upload it into these systems, but it has to be formatted a certain way. So be mindful of like spreadsheets. If you ever have a spreadsheet, or if you need to filter it or sort it or do something to it, just upload it into your AI system and have it do it for you, right? And it will instantly do it. Okay, so for example, this scenario, it cleaned up the spreadsheet and filtered it for me. Right, upcoming events, like I said, between Ben and I, we're doing 8 to 10 classes and events every single month. We're staying busy, right? So all of our events through Eventbrite, they're all created through AI, and it's leveraging that and building all that out. On the personal side, we're becoming one of those families where the house is feeling small, 3 little kids, and the stuff is piling up. So I'm always like, all right, what can I sell? And I sell a ton of stuff just randomly on Facebook Marketplace. And I had never tried this before. I thought it was pretty cool. I just started taking photos of things in the house, and the ChatGPT app, you can have that on your phone too. I just imported the photo into ChatGPT and said, what is this? Tell me what it is. It figured out what it was. And then I asked it, because you can have a ChatGPT search the web. There's a search web button. I said, hey, what are used items like this selling for? And it gave me a range. And like within like 2 minutes, I just had that thing done and listed and posted. So pretty wild that I can analyze and read things. I'm talking to a buyer right now. We're working on it. Might be a little bit too wide. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You want a stand-up desk? You did need a stand-up desk. That's right. That's right. But yeah, you can attach photos and upload that right through the app, right? You can even talk to the app. I don't know if anyone's ever done that, right? Maybe if you're driving, you can have conversations with ChatGPT. Okay. So they keep adding stuff. All right. Other things. I thought this was kind of funny. So we hosted a dodgeball tournament, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, right? We do one here in Springs. We also do one up in Denver, and I'm planning out the one in Denver. So I was laying in bed with my wife late at night, and I had this idea because we did this last year, and I wanted to say, hey, it'd be cool to make a promotional video. And there's this song I had in mind where we had slow motion videos of people getting hit in the face by dodgeballs from the last year's event. And it was this song. You guys might be familiar with it. Let's see if we can hear it. Oh. You hear this song? Yeah. Anyone know the name of this song? So anyway, I start.
Yeah, I don't know it. I know it, but I don't know.
Right? Like this in slow-mo with people getting hit in the face. That was the idea. But I couldn't for the life of me figure out what the song was. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. So I start talking to this thing and humming the song. And within like a couple tries, it got it. I couldn't believe it. And it's the Blue Danaboo by Johann Strauss II. There you go, right? So you can use it for anything, right? You just have to just think, oh, maybe ChatGPT could figure this out for me, right? I never would have guessed that song. So many ways. Isn't that wild? Yeah, it went from We Will Rock You to Give Me, boom, no lyrics. I got it. I couldn't believe it got it. My wife and I looked at each other and were like, shit. So yeah, don't be afraid to think outside the box with using these things in so many ways, okay? So we're gonna talk about AI for 2025. I'm going to start off with AI in video. All right. So when I first started teaching this class a little bit over a year ago, I felt like the cutting edge thing was that AI could use its ability to create imagery for us, right? Brand new custom imagery and design it. And what we found about a year ago, if anyone was doing this, was that the images, it was cool. They were getting there. You'd be very specific. But one thing they couldn't do was that they struggled to get the text and the spelling and the writing correct. That's always been a struggle. That has come a long way within a year. It's incredible how good it is now. Now though, right, we've got AI in video. Now we can do the same concept, right, where we can type in a prompt and have it create video for us, right? And this can be leveraged in so many different ways. So Sora, is anyone using Sora? Boom, Sora. So Sora is owned by OpenAI, right? If you have a ChatGPT Plus subscription, you pay that $20 a month. You have access to Sora, and you can go there by openai.com/Sora. And you can do up to 50 videos, I don't know, a month, 5-second video duration, 720p quality. Or if you're going pro, you can even go even crazier. All right.
5 seconds in duration.
Right. Yeah.
Faster.
Yeah. The way I see this is like B-roll content, right? If Walt's making a video and he needs a quick, just generic drone shot of like homes, right? And he could throw that in, overlay that over what he's saying and stuff. It's not going to be a whole thing, but I think you can use these to your advantage for content that you're creating, right?
Even when I shoot video,
Yeah.
as like a filmmaker, most of my shots are underneath 6 seconds because
It's quick.
it starts to become a really boring.
People get
video,
bored.
Not constantly
Splice, 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 splice. Yeah, like even 3 seconds max, you know, unless it's something really good.
So you could be like, hey, give me a drone shot of Colorado Springs.
Give me a cinematic drone shot of downtown Denver at sunset, showcasing the city skyline, blah, 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 blah. Guess what I did? I used ChatGPT to come up with these prompts. And I just copied and pasted them in just to see what it could do, right? But this was its attempt, right? And even if you showed this, I mean, let's be honest, if you showed this for 3 seconds, is someone really going to catch like where exactly it is? I mean, it can kind of paint that picture pretty quick, right? I'll play that again here, right? So that's what, 5 seconds right there. It's a quick clip, okay? So drone shots, right? Think whatever you want. Neighborhood spotlight, right? Aerial view of a suburban neighborhood in the early morning with tree-lined streets, charming homes, families starting their day. The camera glides over rooftops, blah, 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 blah. Again, right? Like we could, obviously this is nowhere, but you could create it to be somewhere and people aren't going to know. I think it's getting that good, okay? This one, I just typed in cinematic walkthrough of a luxury home. It's funny to see what AI thinks, what it believes these things are when you type them in, right? So it gave me this, its version of a luxury home, right? You can see here, it's kind of funky. Obviously, you could fine tune that. Selling the lifestyle, vibrant scene of upscale urban lifestyle in Denver, featuring a stylish couple enjoying coffee at a trendy cafe, jogging the city's trail, blah, 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 right? So again, like obviously the more specific you are, the better. First time homebuyer journey. These came out really good, right? A heartwarming narrative following a young couple touring a home for the first time. Scenes show their excitement as they open the door and vision their life in the space, right? The other thing we should point out is how far AI has come with creating humans. I mean, I remember the hands were feet and you'd have like 7 fingers and like it was super funky. And now it's creating video. And I think these people have 5 fingers on each hand. Yeah. Right. So it's moving fast and coming along. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Okay, they got shoes. There you go. Right. Text. This is the same struggle with imagery. I tried doing some text in there. It's just not working yet. So give that time when you can add text in there with information. Real estate agent in action. If you look, this woman doesn't have pants on, so that's kind of funky. I didn't know. I just typed it in, right? These are the real results, right? That's right. Please add pants, right? So again, right? Energetic montage of Denver's most attractive landmarks. You can see here, try to get Red Rocks. Isn't that kind of cool though, that one on the left? How it tried to loop that in right here. And that you can see that was its attempt at creating the seats for the amphitheater. Obviously that's not it, but it's trying. So this stuff's coming along. I actually, Ben, I don't know if I told you this, but I actually used Sora for the background image for one of my goofy videos I put out. I just typed in, where's that super goofy video of me? These first few seconds of that background right there with me, that's all through Sora. I just said like modern kitchen, home or whatever, right? And I just threw those AI shots behind it.
Do that on your phone?
Not that I'm aware of. I took it from the computer, downloaded it off the computer, and then I brought it into CapCut.
Did you film yourself on a green screen?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
No, I didn't. No.
Did you remove the background in the original video?
So we'll talk about that. Good idea. CapCut. CapCut is just, man. So you said video background? Same. Back in the day, you'd have to have the lighting perfect, enough lighting, background lit, all that. I mean, I shot that, guys. I shot that in my garage. Like that's literally like that first shot is in my office. This shot with me, I literally had like 1 minute to do it before I had to go inside. I was taking out the trash. I was like, I need to get this one goofy shot of me wearing this wig. That was literally in my garage, and I just obviously didn't come out that good, but I just green screen cropped it out with CapCut. So anyway, that's a goofy video I put up, and I use Sora for it. Other ways I've used Sora, guys, it goes deeper. I've been messing around with it more. Is you can upload images into it, and it can create video from that image, right? So I was kind of messing around with this. I was like, could you take a video, right? Could you try to take an image of me and turn it into a video, and right? And you kind of have to play with it. I actually sat down with an agent. We were messing around with this. Stacy Stambaugh. We uploaded her headshot. Actually, I got to show you guys this because it's just so darn good. I couldn't believe it. But this photo of her right here, this photo, right? I uploaded that image and it gave me, I was gonna play them. Come on. It gave me these, right? So it's incredible how good it's getting.
Upload it and say create a video of it.
Yeah, as a real estate agent. This is her as a real estate agent. I couldn't believe how good it was for just uploading a headshot. So where I'm going with this, how does this apply to you? Listing photos, right? Could you turn that into a push or a pull, right, of a video? B-roll footage, right? What if you wanted a B-roll shot? I don't know, let's just say like